Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. There are quite a few of them to go through this week, so let's crack on. As always, you can support this channel by liking the video, leaving a comment, subscribing, joining as a member right here. And I'd also like to draw your attention over here to these little icons. You've got saving money off of your Warhammer. There's the Instagram, there's the Twitch, there's the Discord, and then the Patreon. Quite a few of you asked me where the link is to get into the Discord. If you just read across here on About, which does exist on the mobile and tablet apps, and then you look down here, there's links. There's the Discord link right there. So hopefully you can come and join us in the Discord. I'll be in the Discord straight after the live stream this evening. You can come and chat with me and the rest of the community from this channel. As always though, the best way to support the channel is through Element Games. It really does help support the channel, and I wouldn't be able to cover these releases without you guys using the affiliate link in the description below. Please also use that crystal code because you get double the crystals when you use it. And that's right below the affiliate link. Let's crack on then with the community website. It's right here. Happy Warhammer Day, everyone. What a terrible year. At least we've got Halloween and at least we've got Warhammer Day. I hope you have a fantastic Warhammer Day. Lots of hobby goodness. And I hope you're still able to enjoy Halloween in a special way too. So from a week ago, I looked at all of the pre-orders. There were mainly the Warcry Catacombs. You lucky devils, those that have pre-ordered this, managed to snag a box. And look at all that amazing scenery that you can use in all kinds of things. You had the two warbands, Murderous Agents of Marathi, right here. Then the Scions of Flame. They definitely look like Twisted Fire starters, don't they? You had a number of cards, and you had a number of Grand Alliance starter sets, even though that's sort of destruction. You had a carry case. There's the House of Iron book for Necromunda with some dice, the Orlok Arms Masters and Wreckers, the Zone Mortalis Gang Stronghold, fantastic looking piece of scenery. Wish I'd bagged one myself because it works really well with Genestealer cults. And yeah, I'd say in Astra Militarum as like a little outpost on a deserted planet maybe. Adeptus Titanicus, today we see the brand new book, The Crucible of Retribution, with some open engine war car packs too. Then on the Sunday, as always, later on in the day, usually in the evening, there was a preview of what was coming out to pre-order today. And it's mainly Space Wolves and Deathwatch. So you've got the Deathwatch normal codex, the collector's edition, which is the soft touch. I really do rate the soft touch books, especially if you like reading the lore. You are treating yourself with those soft touch, and they're just, you know, much nicer. However, saying that, it is a supplement, so it is cheaper, so there are going to be less pages. But my experience of both the Necron soft touch collector's edition codex and the Space Marine normal codex is that the new codexes are softer anyway. So in my opinion, you're not missing out on as much as you were sort of 8th edition. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on that. You've also got the cards and the dice. I was thinking about getting the dice. I have pre-ordered them. Bit of a sucker for dice anyway. I had a closer inspection of these, and they're not just black with silver digits. They do have like a marble effect in there as well. A huge improvement on the Necron dice, put it that way. Then they showcase these combat patrols. £85, ladies and gentlemen. They completely replaced the start collecting sets. That's what Games Workshop themselves have written on their social media. And that's a shame. I would have liked both to still be in existence. Then, after the Deathwatch, we've got the Space Wolves. Again, you've got the Codex Supplement and the Collector's Edition. Loving the artwork for both the Deathwatch and the Space Wolves. If I had to pick my favourite, it would be the Deathwatch. And then you've got the cards and the dice. Very Space Wolves grey. You've got a brand new unit here called the Hounds of Morkai. But they're just Reavers with the Space Wolves upgrade pack. Then you've got another Combat Patrol box. This time it's bundles in the Invictus Warsuit, which is coincidentally unavailable on Games Workshop's web store right now. Methinks they grabbed a load of the boxes, cracked them open and threw them in these Combat Patrol box sets. I don't have any access to the figures at all, but my personal opinion on that model is it's horrific and one of the worst they've ever made. And I would have thought that they're not selling well. However, having them out of stock usually suggests otherwise. Unless, like I say, they're bundled into these sets. When I think of Primaris, I don't think of Invictus Warsuit, and I also don't think of a product that is selling like hotcakes either. Moving down, you've got the final release of the Outriders Kit separately. These are the standard push-to-fit miniatures from the Indomitus box set. Very disappointing. Of course, Games Workshop have done this throughout these releases. They've also released the Necron Warriors as push-fit in their separate kit, and they've done that for the Scorpec Destroyers. Although the Ophidian Destroyers are a multi-part kit, you don't really get that many options at all or spare parts. But I feel that it's just lazy. It's nice to get these models individually so soon after the Indomitus box set. Well, it's been a couple of months or so, especially as the Indomitus box set not available anymore, and online at least. But you may be able to pick it up in physical stores. I just think they're Primaris bikers. My thoughts on them are that they are very popular, certainly more popular than Ophidian Destroyers, and they deserved a multi-part kit. Loads of different weapon options, different poses, all kinds of stuff. Maybe we'll get that in the future, but as of now, yeah, if you're going to get these three, they're going to be exactly the same as the Indomitus kit. Then we've finally got some single releases of these miniatures. Everything from Ragnar Blackmane, which looks like he's thrown up a tennis ball and about to take a serve, and Ghazghkull Thraka, who I'm still not 100% convinced of, and he is very expensive. We're talking more expensive than Abaddon, more expensive than Reboot Gulliman. So, yeah, although he does come with Makari standing on a head. Yeah, 2+ vulnerable save. Just put that out there. Then you've got this abomination. I can't wait to do the unboxing and review of this. I really can't. Yeah, there are many jokes surrounding this. As always, I'll try and plug my humour into the unboxing, and no doubt the review will also suffer from my own personal comedic penetration. Moving way down, the compendium is now available from Forge World. Unlike all of Forge World products, it's expensive. For a hardback book, yes, it does consist of over 222 pages. It's got 222 data sheets, updated data sheets on there. But for me, it's incredibly worth it. I worked it out that I think I've got about 50 units in the book, which doesn't sound a lot compared to 222, like a quarter or so. But for me, it is worth it. If you've got 2 or 3 of the units, then I would struggle to see your value in this book. But if you've got tens and tens of them, or even 100 of these Forge World models, then, and you play 40k, then yes, it's worth it. And then you've also got this a Rogue Doc, one of the most appropriate miniatures of 2020, in my opinion. This Doc for Necromunda. Got his face mask on, got his gloves on, got his hand gel somewhere, maybe. Yeah, this epitomises 2020 for me, and I'd still like to get him. I've got a couple of Necromunda gangs. Put it in the comments if you'd like to see me pick up this Doc, and maybe I can use him as a stand-in tech priest. New from Black Library, to tie in with the release of Ragnar Blackmane. Black Library bringing out this gorgeous edition of Aaron Dembski-Bowden's Ragnar Blackmane novel. Aaron Dembski-Bowden, if you haven't heard of him before, epic author. There's only 1,250 copies, and it's signed by him. If you like Space Wolves, if you like Ragnar, and if you've heard of Aaron before, definitely worth picking this one up. Then you've got Deathwatch Long Vigil. It's an anthology of short stories, which includes Ben Counter, David Geimer, Andy Clark, and more, available in both hardback and ebook versions. And finally, you've got Darkness in Blood by Guy Haley, another 40k novel. Looks like it's got Dante and Mephiston in there. Moving down, you've got Blood Quest, Volume 1. It's a classic graphic novel with Captain Leonatus. So there you go. That was the Sunday preview from last week. Then we had an article looking at the Inside Imperial Armor Compendium. These are all the contents, everyone. As you can see, there's 224 pages in total. I will be covering this book heavily. Okay, this video is getting on a bit, so let's have a quick look at all the other news. So you've got the Combat Patrols, an army in a box. They have a closer look at this. It's an entire army in the box. That's the way they're selling it. You've got 2 characters and, let's face it, two units. In the Space Wolves box set, it looks like you get, 1 character and 3 units with the Invictus. But they all cost 50 power points, and that's the way they're going for it. Blood Bowl thoughts from the playtesters of the new Blood Bowl sets that are coming out. That's quite cool. You can download this and look at all the different teams if you're unsure about which team to go for. So yeah, I would say print that out and have that as a little poster celebrating Warhammer Day. But they go through what everybody is doing during the Warhammer Day, baking cakes. It's Halloween, and then of course you've got. It says they really want to push you to go outside. To go and get a luxury product. There's a virus happening, guys. I mean, you can order that on the site and pick it up. But yeah, of course they'll try and push you to go into the store. Got the Rumour Engine, 27th of October. Looks like some kind of tip of a spear. Thinking that's more or a harpoon, or certainly not a Christmas tree. Then you've got Nighttime, Magira and Styrics. Fantastic looking plastic minis of these Mechanicus Mechanicum Knights, or Mechanicus Knights actually. I think they've done a truly stupendous job with all the layering and the detail of the armour. I'm really, really impressed with these, and I can't wait to pick them up. That puts high hope for me for them to release the Atrapos Knight too, if they're doing these. I did wonder if they would include them, and they have, so that's great news. Warcry Catacombs, new campaigns for everyone. So look at fated quests and territory rules, and you've got these artifacts too. The Wolf Time Beckons, new Space Wolves rules. There was a look at that. Warhammer Horror in 2021, Enter the Broken Realms. This looks fantastic. If you just look at this. They've got a specific website here, Book 1, Marathi, first instalment to the thrilling series. Really looking forward to this. It will get me into Daughters of Cain. I kind of want to do Ossiarch Bone Reapers though, so yeah, but I'm looking forward to this too. Then you've got the Chamber Militant, new Deathwatch rules, Space Wolves on Crusade, creating a Catan Shard. I did build this model a couple of weeks ago, and there are some fantastic paint schemes here on the community site. And look at all that sub-assembly. Lovely, isn't it? Fantastic paint job. I love the blues. Be a Stormcast Eternal in Tempestfall. It's a new game coming next year. 8 reasons why now is the time to start Warcry. Big guns and a deadly dock. Another article at this new Imperial Armor Compendium. You've got this Dr. Arachnos, equipped with the medical mechadendrites, which can patch up friendly fighters and give a nasty toxin fill surprise to any enemy gangers that try to interrupt his delicate operations. And then a strange article, 7 signs you're Warhammer obsessed. If anything, this gives more people ideas to describe colours in Citadel paints, or drink their dirty paint water, or even name their cats Fulgrim or Lionel Johnson, to spread the butter on their toast with the mould line remover, although it's probably useful to scrape off the carbon on burnt toast, and so on. Warhammer Underworld's new fighter for Arena Mortis, and then Broken Realms, The Clobbering. So you've got some The Clobbering PDF versions here, a nice little short story. And that's it for the news. An absolute shed load of news and articles over this week. No doubt they're going to carry on with this over the next few weeks, all the way up until Christmas. Let's jump on over to Forge World and have a look at their pre-orders. So here we are. It's advertised on the front page. Battle Bigger, data sheets for Warhammer 40,000's largest war machines and monsters. And then you've got Visit the Doctor. So if we click on New and we go to Pre-orders and we view all, well, it was viewing all anyway. But let's have a look at this Dr. Arachnus Rogue Doc. £22. As you can see, he's quite pricey compared to some of the other units. I mean, some of the single characters, like the Eightfold Harvest Lord, is £19. Rogue Doc and Gang Lookout is £21. I guess he's more expensive because of the mechadendrites and extras on him, but he's still quite a thin model. But yeah, look, we're used to getting kind of dual kits here. Look, there's a dual hired gun there for £19 or £21 for those two. Yeah, it's a strange one. I think they have priced him a little bit too high. If they priced him at £19, you know, the same as like the Harvest Lord, that would have made more sense. Yeah, the pricing is a bit strange in this. I'd like to know why on earth they've done that. But there you go. It is what it is. We've got the Imperial Arm Compendium, £40. It's a huge amount of money considering it's not necessarily a codex, it's just the data sheets. And as I said earlier on, I can sort of see why they've done this, because, you know, the Imperial Armour books, they were £20 each, so that's £60. So they thought, right, we'll put this at 40. It is hardback though, which is such a big improvement compared to those other flimsy Imperial Armour books. I would have liked to see this book at £25 though. I think 40 is silly. It really is. I also have the opinion that they know who are buying this book. People with Titans and £100 tanks, it's not going to be that much of an issue to pay the £40. So they know their target audience well. I just wish that for once they could have just priced it at £25 because you're just getting data sheets. You're not getting lore, pictures, anything like that. And, you know, comparing the £40 to the other codexes, which it's the perceived value thing now. Again, those codexes at £30 look like a better deal because they're £30, but it wasn't that long ago that when they were 25, and the battle tomes for Age of Sigmar are £25 still for 100 pages, 150 pages. You could also take the view of the new Space Marine Codex at being, oh well, it's got 100 data sheets or so, and this is double, but this is £40 instead of it being £60. I understand that, but the Space Marine Codex does have lots and lots of rules and missions and lots of lore, but it is lacking in the pictures department. I'll give it that. It's got more pictures of colours of Space Marines than actual models, and I would have preferred them do a U-turn of that. I also understand that it is handy having most, I'm not going to say all, but most of your Forge World data sheets in one book. That's handy, but I also would much prefer them have the 3 separate books. At £25 each, have one for Imperium, one for Chaos, and one for Xenos. £25 each, that would have been £75, but have a load of pictures of the models. I'm not asking for lore or stories, just have pictures of the models, have it full colour, and the data sheets. I would have preferred that, because then you're not trying to squeeze in 200 data sheets in a book, because this book is going to be still quite hefty. I'm hoping it will have a code in the back so that you can use it with the Warhammer app. I'm very interested to see if it actually does that, because there's no mention on this anywhere, but we'll see. That's my look at the Forge World pre-orders. Let's jump on over to Games Workshop today. So here we are on Games Workshop's web store. Warhammer Day 2020, available for 1 week only, this Terminator Chaplain Torrentus. You can pop into the store or you can order it right here on the Games Workshop web store. The next page covers all of the Space Wolves pre-orders for today, and the next page covers all of the Deathwatch pre-orders for today. And then there's another little article about Warcry. We look down, there's a thumbnail for the boss of bosses, the biggest knob of them all, Ghazghkull Thraka. And then exclusive collections. They're doing this more and more. It is puzzling. It's, yeah, really strange. They're adding these artworks to all of the pre-orders. I would have much preferred either a bigger discount or some points that you can use the points and get money off of a pre-order next time. Yeah, it's a strange one. I do like art prints. I just hope that these are available separately. If for those that don't want to buy the these full kits, but they are limited and they are numbered. You only get 100 of the prints. Let's click on new and exclusive. We'll go on to pre-orders. I'll view all. There are quite a few this weekend. This video is a massive undertaking today. Let's have a look at the Deathwatch Xenos Hunter Collection. £223.50. My word, what do you get in this set? Well, £220 for 6 bikes, 10 intercessors, 3 aggressors, an apothecary, a lieutenant, 2 Deathwatch upgrade sprues, some dice, some cards, a print, and a 64-page book for £220. 21 models, dice, cards, book. And things don't get much brighter over at the Sons of Fenris collection, but at least they do get a special character. So for a similar price, the Codex Supplement, which is more pages, 88 pages, some data cards, the Combat Patrol, where you've got a Lieutenant, Invicta Warsuit, and 10 Intercessors and Hounds of Morkai, they're just Primaris Reavers, and 2 upgrade sprues, 1 set of Outriders this time, 1 dice set, Ragnar Blackmane, and the Space Wolves art print. So yeah, so instead of the other box of Outriders, you're getting Ragnar Blackmane, so you're actually getting a character there. 25 models, dice, book, cards, print, for let's face it, same price. The Warcry Catacombs was up for pre-order last weekend. You've got the Combat Patrol Space Wolves, £85 there. You can't get the Invictus Warsuit separately right now, but it does include Intercessors, Reavers, a Lieutenant, and the Warsuit. The Lieutenant, if you haven't seen that before, that was available in the, I think, Tooth and Claw box set that came out a couple of years ago. You've got the Combat Patrol Deathwatch, which has the Apothecary, a Lieutenant, Aggressors, and Intercessors. So 4 units there. Let's not focus on the fact that you're getting 4 units in this set. Start collecting sets. There were a few of them that included 4 units. The Eldar start collecting set pops into my mind, and they were £50. These are coming up to double that price now, and these are your only option. No more start collecting sets. The Zone Mortalis was up for pre-order last weekend. This is Ghazghkull Thrake. It's £42. You could argue that it's essentially 2 figures. You could argue that he's a monstrous creature, but he's similar to Abaddon and Reboot Gilliman. He doesn't have that much of a scenic base. I know he has a scenic base, but he doesn't have that much of a scenic base compared to like Reboot Gilliman or even Abaddon, and they're cheaper. They're like £5 cheaper. In my opinion, it would have been better to price him at the same price as both of them. They've gone for £42. For the 2 sprues, which is still £21 per sprue, they even compare the size of him to Reboot Gilliman. That being said, I've pre-ordered him, so if you want to see him and the size comparisons with those other models and many others, check back on the channel next weekend. Moving down, you've got the Collector's Edition for the supplement, £40, and then £40 for the Collector's Edition Deathwatch. Remember, that's £40 for 64 pages. It's not quite £1 a page. Luther First of the Fallen, that's no longer in stock. That was pre-order last weekend. Then you've got the Outriders, £36.50. We didn't expect anything less for them, but they are pushed to fit monopose miniatures. You've got all the Warcry bands that were up for pre-order last weekend. Then this Ragnar Blackmane Limited Edition, no longer available. They always do this. 1,250 copies, that's hardly any. You know, especially in a time right now with the pandemic where books are more popular than ever, I would have said triple, easily. Why not go for 3,750 or even 5,000? Why limit yourself, Games Workshop? £35 for this book by one of the most popular authors out there is just, it's bonkers. They are shooting themselves in the foot at this point by making these extremely limited. It's not even 11 o'clock, and so they've been on sale less than an hour and they've gone. You've got the Warcry carry case and the board pack and the House of Iron that were up for pre-order last weekend. You've got the Hounds of Morkai here, which are just Reavers with an upgrade sprue for £27.50 for 5 Space Marines. You've got Ragnar Blackmane, £26.50. I can sort of see that. Yeah, it would have been nice a little bit cheaper, but he does have a little bit of a scenic base. He's still more expensive than Dante's. He's still more expensive than Mephiston, £1.50 more than that model. More Necromunda that was available last weekend, and the Adeptus Titanicus. Now, this is a model that you may want to pick up today, either in store or off this website. It is made to order, so you could be waiting up to 128 days for it to be dispatched. If you go down to your store with your face mask and your hand sanitizer and all that stuff, then there is a high chance that you probably pick one up. I would phone your local store first of all before you risk the trip, just to find out if they can put one aside for you and go pick it up before the end of the day. I've been able to acquire one today, so stay tuned to the channel and you'll see an unboxing of it and a review coming up quite soon. You can pre-order the Blood Quest Volume 1 in hardback. Doesn't say how many pages it is, but it's created by Gordon Rennie and Colin MacNeil. You got the dice up for pre-order, 20 dice, £1 a die, and then the Deathwatch dice. The more I look at these dice, the more I do like them. I do like the silver and the marble effects. You've got the Darkness in Blood hardback, £18. You've got the Catacombs and the Deathwatch. I think it's safe to say at this point that all Games Workshop Black Library hardback books coming out now are this £18 price point. They never used to be. They used to be, £14, £16. Same for the Horus Heresy. Then Horus Heresy jumped from 16 to 18. I think now like the Saturnine books and stuff are £20. So they're slowly creeping up. You've got the Deathwatch supplement. I said before it's 64 pages, and then the Space Force one I think is pushing 88 pages, so a bit less than 100 pages, so that's nice. Still not at the 100 page mark. It'd be interesting to find out how many pages the upcoming Blood Angels codex will be. You've got the Deathwatch data cards for £10, the Space Wolves data cards for £10, and then you've got the best pre-order of all this weekend, this very useful tool, the Citadel colour painting handle for £7. It's an evolution of a revolutionary tool. Apparently it's revolutionary. Not that people have been tacking their models on pill bottles for decades, but still, it's improved balance and ergonomic design. You've got a spring-loaded clasp holds model securely. It's even easier to reach around. It sits comfortably in your palm for fatigue-free marathon painting sessions. Can't wait to review this. Really looking forward to it. And on that bombshell, that's it for my news and pre-order video today. I know it's a mammoth video, but there's been a lot to talk about, both for the news, the pre-orders, and everything that's coming on, and my own opinions of some of these products. As always, check back on the Warhammer community website tomorrow, and they will disclose all the pre-orders coming in the next week. My money's sort of on Saul Tarvitz, but it could be the Night Lords Terminators for the Forge World side of things. And for GW, it's an odd one. They've got a lot of Space Marine releases. I counted about 7 or so, which brings us neatly up to Christmas if they were to release 1 unit per week. I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll push more than 1 unit per week. You've got the new Storm Strike land speeders, the new tanks, and all of the other multi-part kits like the Eradicators and the Blade Guards and the Heavy Intercessors and so on. So there's still many pre-orders to come out, not including the big battle forces, which I think that they will do this year. And of course, you've also got 2 new codexes coming out, the Blood Angels one and the Death Guard. Really interested to see the Death Guard codex and compare it to the previous one. I can't wait to bring Death Guard back to the channel. I thoroughly enjoyed all of the models and reviews 3 years ago when I brought them to the channel. What do you guys think of all of the news and the pre-orders? Will you be picking up this gorgeous tool? Don't be shy. Share your thoughts and opinions down below. It'd be great to see you in this evening's Warhammer Day live stream. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.